Welcome to Impact Kids Coach.
I'm Julie. Let's get started. We all have lots of different emotions, and some of them make us want to react in a really big way. Like when we're feeling happy, we might laugh or jump for joy. Or when we're sad, we might want to cry, we might feel like yelling, or even do something that might hurt another person. Our emotions are okay. Some of our reactions are not. We do have to have control over our reactions. So in this video, we're going to talk about the tools or the strategies that you can use to make sure that you're always reacting in a way that is safe for you and for those around you. So in our last video, we talked about name it to tame it, identify what you're feeling. Second, rate it. On a scale of 1 to 5, how intensely are you feeling that emotion? Now today, we are going to talk about strategies. Strategies to help you get back to your regular self. It's called self-regulation. First strategy you might keep in your back pocket that you can use when you're feeling big feelings is remembering to breathe. It sounds silly, but when our feelings or our thoughts start going really strong, it actually changes your breathing pattern. If you can take control of your breaths, you'll calm your mind. One way to do this is to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Make sure that the number of seconds that you breathe out is longer than the number of seconds you breathe in. So maybe we could try a 5-7. So we'll breathe in for 5 seconds. Breathe in through your nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now out through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Repeat that 3 or 4 times and see how your body feels after you've done that. Another strategy you might choose, if this is an appropriate one for the time and place, is to talk to someone about how you're feeling. When you get things out of your mind by talking about it, it helps to not feel so stressed by it. The feeling doesn't feel so powerful and so intense. You can also write these feelings or thoughts down or draw about them. That has the same effect as talking about it. One of my favorite strategies to ask for and to help others with is a hug. You wouldn't believe how many people love just a good, strong hug to help lower the intensity of difficult feelings and emotions. Not everyone's a hugger, and that's fine, so you always have to ask first. And you know what? It's not always even appropriate if you're having a big feeling or emotion in the middle of class to raise your hand and say, "Can I ask my friend for a hug?" But it's also effective to give yourself squeezes. Some people like to squeeze their upper thigh, or they like to squeeze their fingers one at a time. It's giving and applying pressure to your body that helps your nervous system to calm down. Another way that we can calm our minds and calm our bodies is by activating our 5 senses. So one way you could do that is to activate your sense of sight. You're going to look around the room and maybe you'll choose one color. So I will look for 5 things that are the color blue. Then I'm going to listen for 4 things. I might hear the cars outside. I might hear the teacher's voice talking. Then you'll think of 3 things that you can feel. Maybe it's the different fabrics of your shirt or your pants. Maybe it's the hard surface that you're sitting on. Maybe it's the softness or the dryness of the paper that you're working with. Next, you will try to smell 2 different things. Hopefully they're pleasant smells. And finally, what is the taste that you have in your mouth right now? Activating your 5 senses calms your mind and body. Okay, this one might be my favorite. So I don't really believe in lucky charms or I've never really had lucky rituals, but there is science behind these things and the way it affects our minds, our thoughts, which then affects what we believe and our behaviors. So I am all for going out into your garden or outside and finding a little rock or making a friendship bracelet and giving one to one of your parents or a good friend and keeping that in your pocket. When you're feeling overwhelmed, you can hold that lucky charm and remember you are loved. There are people who support you and who care about you. Believe it or not, there are even more strategies out there I'm just giving you this list today. Make sure that your strategy doesn't hurt you or anyone else. As long as you're not being hurt, no one else is being hurt, it's probably a good strategy. And remember, you can always ask for help if your feelings are too big, too overwhelming, or too much for you to handle alone. Attached to this video is a PDF. You and the adults that you're with can print it out so that you can write down the tools that you think would be most helpful for you when you are feeling really big feelings. Remember, all feelings are valid and they come and go. No feeling lasts forever. So use the tools that best work for you in each situation to get through the ones that seem really hard so that you have a reaction that you can be proud of.